You hear it, Papa? The black machine. They got it going 18 stories down below the ground. They're putting people in one end, out comes what they want. The way they do it, Papa, each night they tip the world on its side, and everybody loose goes rattling to the bottom. And they hook them by the heels, and they hang them up, and cut them open. Only by that time they ain't got no innards, just some beat-up gears and stuff, and all they bleed is rust. You think I'm raving because it sounds too awful to be true, but my God, there's such a lot of things that's true, even if they never really happen.
Well, get in the chief.
Super chief.
Deaf end up.
Had his breakfast and he's just raring to go.
Don't you know better? Don't you know to keep to your room until the bell rings? Look at him shagging. Like he's beating up the apples off my head and he's scared like a baby.
What do you want, baby? Your broom? That's it. He wants his broom.
Old Chief Broom. That's it, baby. That's a good loony.
Start sweeping, baby.
Old Bromden.
Old Chief Broom.
If you don't mind, boys, I don't think it wise to group up and stand around like that. Mean old Monday morning, you know. Such a lot to get done.
Yes, ma'am.
That's fine, boys. Warren, you might start by getting poor Mr. Bromden shaved. And Williams, you have dormitory duty, don't you?
Yes, Miss Ratched.
That's just fine.
Good morning, Miss Ratched. I'm sorry I'm late, but I went to midnight mass and then I overslept.
Never mind. We'd best get started, hadn't we?
Yes.
Medication. All patients to the day room. Medication. Oh, good morning, Mr. Hardy.
Are you sure? Dear Lord, for the tranquility we're about to receive, we thank thee.
Billy, dear, I spoke to your mother last night. I had to tell her
What did you say?
that you were very sorry and had promised not to try it again.
Thank you, Miss Ratched.
Drink it all, dear. Good morning, Mr. Scanlon, Mr. Cheswick.
Wait a sec, honey. What are these?
Medication.
Christ, I can see that. What kind?
Just swallow them, Mr. Cheswick. Just for me?
Don't give me that crap. All I want to know, for the love of God.
It's all right, Charlie.
What do you mean it's all right?
You don't have to take them.
That's what I mean. You just shove any old shit on a man. I don't? Well, that's okay then.
Good morning, Mr. Martini.
Morning.
Mr. Rockley.
Fuck them all.
Williams, we've a new admission today. I'd like you to meet him after receiving.
Yes, Miss Ratched.
Miss Flynn, I'll be in the staff room. Behave yourself, boys.
Behave yourself, boys. What choice we got?
Here, you goddamn redskin. You're scared of this thing, huh? Buzz, 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 buzz. You know what? I can't say I like the look in your eye. There, something better.
Look out there.
Oh!
Need some help there, sweetie?
I don't need any, thank you.
Your deal, Martini.
Oh, sure.
yeah?
Knock it off.
What's the matter?
There's nobody there.
You sure?
There's only 4 of us.
Okay.
Martini, will you for God's sake stop hallucinating? Oh, give me the cards.
Hey, what's funny?
That mousy little nurse, she reminds me of the first time I ever saw a girl take her clothes off. I was 8C, and I was sitting up in a tree looking through her bedroom window. By the time she got down to her little panties, I had to shake until I fell out of the freaking tree.
That's right, Billy, write it down.
Well, we're supposed to.
Yeah, get a gold star by your name.
Hey, you write down everything I said.
Yeah, I'm gonna write down some things you did.
Oh, shut up, you two!
Fuck them all!
Oh, this place is a madhouse! Fellow psychopaths! As president of the Patients' Council, I, Dale Harding, do hereby decree 10 seconds of blessed, therapeutic silence.
Whoa! Buddy, you are so wrong. I don't have to do this and I don't have to do that. Get the hell away from me. I'll take it. Ooh, morning, buddies. Mighty nice fall day. Damn, what a sorry-looking bunch.
Now listen, mister.
Get away from me, boy. Give me a minute to look my new home over, will you? I mean, what the hell? Never been in an institute of psychology before. My name's McMurphy, buddies. R.P. McMurphy, and I'm a gambling fool. What's this you're playing? What's that, pinochle? Geez, ain't you got a straight deck around here? Well, say, here we go. Broke one of my own along just in case. Every card a picture. Check them pictures. 52 positions, boys. Everyone different. Easy now. Don't smudge them. We got lots of time, lots of games. See, buddies, what happened was I got in a couple of hassles down at the work farm, and the court ruled that I'm a psychopath. You think I'm going to argue with the courts? Shoo! You can bet your bottom dollar I don't. Because if he gets me out of those damn pea fields, I'll be whatever their little heart desires, be it psychopath or a mad dog or werewolf. I don't care if I never see another weed hoe to my dying day. And will you get the fuck away from me?
Listen, mister, we got rules. I gotta take your temperature and I gotta get you showered.
The only thing you gotta do is let me get acquainted with my new buddies here. If you do one thing more...
That is it.
There you go.
You are asking for it. And now you're going to get it.
Well, that's a whole deal better. Now we can get something settled. Okay, which you use a bull goose loon? I'm asking, who is a bull goose loon?
Well, it's not me, mister. I'm not Bogus Looney, although you could say I'm next in the line for the job.
Well, I'm truly glad you're next in line for the job, but since I'm thinking of taking over this whole shebang, maybe you better take me to your leader.
Mr. Harding, you're president of the Patients' Council.
Does this gentleman have an appointment?
Do you have an appointment, Mr. McMurphy? Mr. Harding is a busy man, that's right.
This busy man Harding, he the bull goose loony?
That's right.
Well, you tell bull goose loony Harding that R.P. McMurphy is waiting to see him, and this nut house ain't big enough for the two of us. You tell him either he meets me man to man, or he's a yeller skunk and better be out of town by sunset.
Billy, you tell this young upstart McMurphy that I'll meet him in the main hall at high noon, and we'll settle this affair once and for all with libidos ablazing.
Billy, you tell him R.P. McMurphy's used to being top man in every situation. So if he's bound to be a loony, he's going to be the stomp down, dadgum, biggest one of all. There, by God, we didn't spill a drop of blood. Now, who's the rest of these fellas?
Well, on this side of the room, we're the acutes.
Oh, what's the cute about you?
That means we're presumably curable. Over here are the chronics, a walker and a vegetable.
They ain't curable?
No.
Oh, what the hell? Hi, buddy. R.P. McMurphy, how do you do? Randall P. McMurphy.
Got any cigarettes?
Nothing but. Get it?
whole stinking world.
Man, you got competition. Buddy, my name's R.P. McMurphy, and I don't like to see a grown man sloshing around his own water. Now, why don't you go get dried up?
Pull the nails out.
Oh. Sure. There you go. Fuck them all! Ooh-wee, what have we got here?
That's Chief Bromden.
What's your story, Big Chief?
Oh, he can't hear you. He's deaf and dumb.
What they got him strapped down for? I don't like that. No, sir. That just ain't dignified. There you go. Freedom. A little bit. Ooh. You get your full growth, you're going to be pretty good size. What tribe is he?
I don't know. He was here when I came.
According to the doctor, he's a Columbia River Indian, one of those who lived up on the waterfalls. But I believe his tribe is now defunct.
That right, Chief? You defunct?
Can't hear a word you say.
Mr. McMurphy.
Oh, howdy, ma'am.
Oh! I'll take that.
There we go.
Abe Williams tells me that you are being difficult.
Me?
I understand you refused to take your admission shower.
Oh, well, as to that, ma'am, they showered me at the courthouse and last night at the jail, and I swear they would have washed my ears for me on the way over if they could have found the facility.
That's quite amusing, Mr. McMurphy, but you must realize our policies are engineered for your cure, which means cooperation.
Ma'am, I'll cooperate from hell to Thursday. You wouldn't want me to be unpolite and have to get acquainted with my new buddies.
Oh, please understand, I do appreciate the way you've taken it upon yourself to orient with other patients, but everything in its own time. You must follow the rules.
You know, ma'am, that is the exact thing somebody's always telling me about the rules, just when I'm thinking of breaking every one of them.
New admission, Papa. Now they gotta fix him with controls. They got wires running to each man and units planted in our heads. There's magnets in the floor so we can't walk no way but what they want. We got stone brains, cast iron guts, and copper where they took away our nerves. We got cogwheels in our bellies and a welded grid. And every time they throw a switch, it turns us on or off. They got a network clear across the land, factories like this, of fixing up mistakes they made outside. The combine, Papa. Big. Big. Big! Oh yes, there is too such a thing. They got me way back ago, the way they got to you.
Hey-ya! Whoa! Hey-ya! 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 Come on, suckers! You hit, you said. Hit, you say. Well, 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 with the king up, the boy wants a hit. What do you know? So coming at you. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Too bad, a little lady for the lad. Then he's over the wall and down the road, up the hill, and dropped his load. Coming at you, Mr. Scanlon. I wish some asshole in that nurse's hothouse would turn down that mother-loving music. Never heard such a driving racket in my life.
Yes.
Would you mind switching off that goddamn noise?
Yes, Mr. McMurphy.
Guess what?
Yes, I would mind. Music is considered therapeutic.
What the hell is therapeutic about Lawrence Welk?
Please don't lean on the glass. It makes finger marks.
Horse manure.
Oh, Mr. McMurphy, I should mention, we have a rule against gambling.
Well, you're just playing for cigarettes.
Are you sure those cigarettes don't represent something else?
Yeah. A hell of a lot of smoke! A hell of a lot of smoke. know. Hey, listen, that was a good thing she brought up. How about we sweeten the game?
Where would we get money?
Oh, stop kidding. I've been at a few things about this place before I got sent over. Damn near half you boys pull compensation, $300-400 a month. Don't draw nothing but dust. All you gotta do is sign some IOUs.
Well, it's all right with me.
See each cigarette's worth a quarter?
Okay.
Right on.
Here we go.
Don't forget, Mr. McMurphy, no gambling for money.
Say, is that a two-way system?
No, Miss Ratched is a human radio.
Well, I just may have to pull her plug. All right, Professor, there you sit with a deuce showing, and here's a pack of Marlboro says you back down. Now what?
Group meeting time for group meeting.
What's going on?
Group therapy. Every day this time.
Mr. McMurphy, would you like to join us?
Sure.
Now then, would anyone like to begin?
I guess I ought to talk about this. It was on account of my mother. Every time she comes to visit, it leaves me feeling just awful.
Your mother loves you, Billy.
Billy, darling. Billy, baby.
I know. That's the trouble. I'm such a disappointment to her, but she won't admit it. She won't see me like I am. I say to her, Mama, I'm not right in the head. I can't even talk straight. She just goes right on, and pretty soon I want to kill myself. So I try.
Is it possible that you may be trying to punish her?
Sure, it's possible. Miss Ratched, can we talk about somebody else today?
You really ought to face it, Billy. Very well. At the close of Friday's meeting, we were discussing Mr. Harding's young wife, the fact that she is extremely well endowed in the bosom. Does anyone care to touch upon this further?
Touch upon what?
The subject?
Oh, I thought you meant touch upon her.
To continue, according to notes entered by... Oh, good afternoon, Doctor.
Sorry.
Yes, we were just talking about Mr. Harding's relations with his wife.
Excuse me, whose wife? Oh, yeah. I see her.
Where?
Mamma mia. Una papona. La figura di una dea.
Oh, God, what I wouldn't give for that man's eyes.
McMurphy Randall Patrick, committed by the state for diagnosis and possible treatment. 35 years old, never married. A history of drunkenness, assault and battery, disturbing the peace, repeated gambling, one arrest for rape
Oh, statutory.
with a child of 15.
Well, said she was 17. She was plenty willing.
A court doctor's examination.
Doc,
of
she was
childhood-
so willing, I took the padlock in my zipper.
I'll renew admission, doctor.
There you go.
Well, seems there's no previous history. Any time spent in other institutions?
Well, sir, including the state and county.
A mental institution.
No, it's my first trip. But I am crazy, Doc, I swear. Here, let me show you. The other doctor at the work farm, here it is, right here. Repeated outbreaks of passion suggest the possible diagnosis of psychopath. Doc, the way he explained it, psychopath means I fight and fuck. Oh, excuse me. How do you put it? I'm overzealous in my sexual relations. Doc, is that real serious? I mean, you have been troubled by it?
No, Mr. McMurphy, I'll admit, I haven't.
It's a bit about fighting, I can understand. But who ever heard of a man getting too much poozle?
I am interested in this statement. Don't overlook the possibility that this man may be feigning psychosis to escape the drudgery of the work farm. Well, Mr. McMurphy, what about that?
Doc, do I look like a tame man?
Perhaps, Doctor, you should advise Mr. McMurphy on the protocol of these meetings.
Yeah. Well, one of the first rules is that the patients remain seated.
Oh, sure, Doc.
You see, we operate on the principle of a therapeutic community.
The which?
The therapeutic community. That means that this ward is society in miniature. And since society decides who's sane and who isn't, you must measure up. Our goal here is a completely democratic ward, governed by the patients, working to restore you to the outside. The important thing is to let nothing fester inside you. Talk, discuss, confess. If you should hear another patient say something of significance, will you write it down in the logbook for all to see? Do you know what this procedure is called, Mr. McMurphy?
Squealing?
Group therapy. Help yourself and your friends probe the secrets of the subconscious. Bring those old guilts out into the open.
What guilts?
You have them or you wouldn't be here.
Oh, yeah, I think I'm beginning to catch on.
Excellent.
It's kind of like this dream I had the other night. Could you maybe tell me what it means? You see, it was like me in the dream, but then again, it wasn't me. It was more like somebody who looked like me, like my daddy.
Interesting.
That's who it was. It was my daddy for sure, because when I saw me, you might mean. He had this big iron bolt through his jawbone like Daddy used to have.
Your father had an iron bolt through his jawbone.
Regular Frankenstein.
That's fascinating. I haven't heard a case like that since I was
Doctor,
medical.
perhaps Mr. McMurphy might learn best by example. Now then, according to notes entered by various patients in the logbook, Mr. Harding has stated that he was uneasy when walking with his wife on the street because of the manner in which other men stared at her. He has further stated, quote,
She damn well gave them reason to stare, unquote.
yes. He has also been heard to say that he may give her reason to seek sexual attention elsewhere. What reason, dear?
Well, I can't say that I've been known to be ardent.
Do you mean sexually inadequate?
Maybe she's just playing too hot for him. That it, Harding?
Betty's afraid of
No, not afraid. Okay? Scared. It might be fair to say intimidated.
Same thing.
I see Mr. Harding has also stated that his wife's ample bosom gives him a feeling of inferiority.
Well, so why does he marry a broad with such big knockers to begin with?
I bet he's got a mother fixation.
I bet he was never weaned.
That is not so. I wanted a womanly woman, one who would not compete, but instead might help me to become the.
She has commented, Dale, that she finds you less than masculine.
Yeah, like the way you move your hands. How about it, Harding?
You chose a woman who was quite obviously your inferior. Don't you find significance in that?
Well, of course, but I theorize it seemed to me, sexually at least.
Yeah,
maybe
you
we
always
were
saying how she's
in-
such a good lady.
Yeah, what happens in the South?
Complete psychic impotence. Oh, damn, I was crying.
Say, Hardy, when it be easier if you was just to come and admit you're a fag?
All right, knock it off!
Mr. McMurphy,
Well, leave the guy alone.
sit down.
Listen, buddy, you don't have to take this shit.
Doctor, I suggest we close the meeting.
Well, but we...
Close it until discipline has improved.
Say, buddy, is this the way these legal meetings usually are? A bunch of chickens at a pecking party?
Pecking party? Why, I have the faintest notion what you're talking about.
Well, I'll just explain it. The flock gets sight of a speck of blood on some chicken and they all go to pecking at it till there's nothing left but blood and bones and feathers. But usually, some of the flock gets spotted in the fracas and then it's their turn.
Pecking party, well, that certainly is a pleasant analogy, my friend.
That's right, my friend. That's exactly what that meeting reminded me of.
So that makes me the chicken with the spot of blood, eh, friend?
That's right, friend. You want to know who pecks the first peck? It's an old nurse. That's who.
So it's as simple as that, as stupidly simple as that. Let me see. You're on our work for 6 hours, and you've already simplified the work of Freud, Jung, and Maxwell Jones, and you've summed it up into one analogy. It's a pecking party.
I'm not talking about Fred Young and Who's Jones, right? I'm talking about that crummy meeting and what that nurse did to you.
Did to me?
In spades.
This is incredible. You completely disregard the fact that everything she did was for my benefit.
Horse apples.
You know, I'm disappointed in you, my friend. I had judged you were more intelligent, but it's evident I made a mistake.
Well, hell with you, buddy.
Oh, I also noticed your primitive brutality. Yes, let's see. Psychopath with definite sadistic tendencies, probably motivated by unreasoning egomania. And these talents certainly qualify you as a therapist, my friend. Yes, they render you quite capable of criticizing Miss Ratched, who happens to be a highly regarded psychiatric nurse with over 20 years' experience in the field. But you with your talents, you could work subconscious miracles. Yes, you could soothe the aching in and heal the wounded superego. I'll bet you could cure the whole ward. Vegetables and all in 6 months, ladies and gentlemen, or your money back.
Are you telling me this crap that went on today is doing some kind of good?
Why else would we subject ourselves to it? Look, Miss Ratched might be a very strict lady, but she's not some kind of monster chicken pecking our eyes out.
That's right. She ain't pecking at your eyes. She's aiming about 3 feet south, right square at the family jewels.
Miss Ratched? Why, she's like a mother. Tender mother.
Don't give me that tender mother crap. She's a ball cutter from way back.
Why, see here, my friend, my psychopathic sidekick, Miss Ratched is she's a veritable angel of mercy, and everybody knows it. Why, she's as unselfish as the wind, totally thanklessly for the good of all, day after day, 7 days a week. Why, she has no life, no husband, nothing but her work, and everybody knows it. Do you think that she enjoys being stern with us, asking us those questions, probing our subconscious till it hurts? Why, no, my egomaniac buddy, she is dedicated. She gives every bit of herself and desires nothing more on earth than to see us walk out of here adjusted and capable once more of coping with life. So you're wrong. I assure you, Miss Ratched is the kindest, the sweetest, the most benevolent woman that I have ever.
Here you go, buddy.
You know, you're right about all of it.
Oh, why don't you do something?
Why? Because the world belongs to the strong, my friend. The rabbit recognizes the strength of the wolf and digs holes to hide in when the wolf is about. doesn't challenge the wolf to combat. Mr. McMurphy, friend, I'm not a chicken. I'm a rabbit. Yeah. All of us here are rabbits. Hey, Billy, hop around for Mr. McMurphy then. Hey, Chiswick, show him how furry you are. Oh, they're back.
Shut your mouth!
All right, friend, what would you have us do?
Race Jack! Tell him to go to hell!
Quiet, buddy. They'll ship you right on up to the Sturge.
Are down to the shock shop.
Which?
Electroshock therapy, my friend. It's a device which combines the best features of a sleeping pill, the electric chair, and torture rack.
You're kidding me.
Hell no.
They strap you to a table, touch each side of your head with wires, and zap! Punishment and therapy in one shocking package. Chief Broom over here, he's had 200 such treatments.
Well, what about that skinny fart of a doctor?
Well, she requires his approval, but that's only a formality. Look, he's got 200 patients, a bleeding ulcer, and no desire to make waves. What's the trouble, friend? Losing your revolutionary spirit?
Well, what about this Democratic ward stuff? Why don't you take a vote?
What do we vote?
The big nurse can't ask us any more questions?
Can't look at us in a certain way.
Can't send us to the shock shop.
Oh, tell us, friend, how shall we
You
go?
know, anything! Don't you see you gotta do something to show you still got balls? You say the chief is scared. Well, you should look at you guys. I never saw a scarier looking bunch in my life. I'm not! Well, it's no skin off my ass.
How true.
And I sure wouldn't want some old fiend of a nurse after me with 3,000 volts.
Naturally.
Oh, what the hell?
Oh, Mr. McMurphy, welcome to the club.
You say she can't do nothing unless she gets you goat?
That's right.
Unless she makes you crack up some way like busting her in the nose or cussing her out?
You'd be safe as long as you kept your temper.
Okay, all right. You birds think you got the champ there? How'd you like to put some money on it?
On what?
I can get the best of her.
You propose to make a wager on that?
I am wagering that I can put a burr up that nurse's butt within a week. That I can bug her so she comes part of them neat little scene shows you guys she ain't unbeatable. 1 week, boys. If I ain't got her to where she doesn't know whether to shit or go blind, the money is yours.
Oh, boy.
Who's got $10 and won't lose, huh? Come on, buddies, you hit and you set.
Mr. McMurphy, that deserves odds. $20 to your 10 that you can't do it.
Hey-ya! Step right up, spin the wheel, and turn the cards. Battle of the century. 1 week, 7 days, no hold barred. R.P. McMurphy versus a big nurse. For a knockout decision, a draw. 2-1 is the odds, boys, so get your money there.
I bet $5.
5 for the Roadrunner.
$1.79.
Gentlemen, it's time for occupational therapy. Mr. McMurphy, what was that activity?
Oh, we was just playing a little game.
You sure it's not some form of gambling?
Goodness, no, man. Gambling, hell. This is a sure thing.
You see that, Papa? They got the place on automatic pilot for the night. It's in the night, they do the things to us they want. Things too horrible for day. And if the night ain't long enough, they slow it down. Oh yes, Papa, that's a fact. They got fake time they can speed up or slow down. I seen 3 days go by once in an hour. I seen 3 months go by like this.
Ooh, there you are, baby. Don't want to lose you. Hey, Chief, sack time. What you doing? Holy Christ! Must be 10,000 pieces of gum. This way you stash it cheap. Huh. Hey, wait a minute. We can do better than that. Juicy fruit, okay? There you are, Angel. Put a nice fresh taste in your mouth. Whoa! Somebody coming. When I was a little boy. Grandmama bought me a little toy. Silver bells on a string. And told me it was my ding-a-ling-a-ling. Oh, my ding-a-ling-a-ling. You know, Chief, when I hollered, you sure did jump. I thought somebody told me you was deaf. Ooh, Lordy.
Finger marks and smooches.
Scuff marks all over the place.
You know, Big Nurse sees this, she's gonna raise sand for sure.
Yeah, she's liable to feed us with that big brown bag of hers.
Yeah, why don't we just feed her back then?
Go, man.
Yeah. First we split her with this here can.
Get her down.
Pry her mouth open.
Shove the whole damn lance right inside.
You jam it to the bottom of the bottle. Yeah!
Your horses are hungry, that's what she did say. Come sit down beside me and feed them some hay. Morning, boys. My horses ain't hungry, they won't eat your hay. So fare thee well, darling, I'm going on my way. Hey, old buddy, what's your chance of getting some toothpaste for my grinders?
We don't open the cabinet until 6:45.
That where it is, locked in the cabinet.
That's right.
Well, well, well. Now, why do you reckon they keep the toothpaste locked up? I mean, it ain't like it's dangerous.
Ward policy. That's the reason.
Ward policy! Now, why?
Well, now, what do you suppose it'd be like if everyone was to just brush their teeth whenever they took the notion?
Uh-huh. I think I see what you're driving at. You're saying that ward policy is for them that can't brush after every meal.
My God, don't you see?
Well, I think I do now. You're saying that people would be brushing their teeth whenever the spirit moved them.
That's right.
And Lordy, can you imagine? Teeth being brushed at 6:30, 6:20, maybe even 6 o'clock in the morning.
Come on, Williams, we got work to do.
Hey, wait, what do we have here?
Where?
Well, what's the stuff in this old can?
That's soap powder.
Well, I generally use paste. We'll look into this ward policy shit later. Your parents don't like me to say I'm too poor. They say I ain't worthy.
Well, there you are, Daniel. Come on. Get to work. You're gawking around like some useless cow. Move. Move.
My pleasure, my money's my own. And them that don't like me, they can leave me alone. Good morning, Miss Ratched. How's things on the outside?
You can't run around here in a towel.
Oh, it's now against ward policy too. Okay, well, let me just...
Stop! Don't you dare. You get back in there and you put your clothes on this instant.
I can't, ma'am. thief in the night boosted my clothes.
Boosted? That outfit was supposed to be picked up to be laundered, Williams.
Mr. Warren got laundry duty today, ma'am.
Warren, come here. Couldn't you see this man had nothing on but a towel?
And my cap.
Well,
He got up to her.
got up too early. You will get his clothing this instant, Mr. Warren, or spend the next 2 weeks on geriatrics cleaning bedpans.
Your parents.
And you, get rid of that towel at once.
Certainly. Ain't they some shit? There was a present from a co-ed at Oregon State. She said I was some kind of symbol. Huh, honey?
Very well, Mr. McMurphy. You've finished showing off your manly physique. I think you'd better go get dressed.
Took me to her parlor, cool me with her fan, whispered low in a mama's ear.
Don't you have anything better to do than stand around and gape? I want this place spotless. Gentlemen, hadn't you better get dressed?
I remember one Christmas, Papa, here at the hospital. It was right at midnight, and there's a big wind, and the door blows open, whoosh. And here comes a fat man, all dressed in red, with a big white beard and mustache. Ho, 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 he says. Like to stay, but must be hurrying along. Very tight schedule, you know. Well, the aides jumped him, pinned him down with their flashlights, gave him a tranquilizer, and sent him right on up to Disturbed. They kept him 6 years, Papa. And when they let him go, he was clean shaved, skinny as a pole.
Before we open the meeting, I thought we might have a little discussion, informal, you know, on the subject of patient McMurphy.
Hey, where is McMurphy?
I suggested this would be a good time for his interview with Dr. Spivey. We aren't going to make any decisions, you understand. I just don't think he should be allowed to go on upsetting the other patients.
Well, I ain't upset.
Neither am I.
You may not realize you are. However,
That's right, Doc. So what do you think?
It's a charming note. I mean, a real blast.
Doctor, we have a meeting in progress.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go right ahead.
Yes, we were just considering the matter of morale.
That's exactly what we were talking about. And I made the suggestion. Or was it you?
Oh, no, hell no, Doc. It's your idea.
I suggested, well, what would you think if we were to have a carnival?
A carnival?
Right here on the ward. Wouldn't it be fun? There'd be games and booths and decorations. What do you think, men?
Oh, I think it's a good idea.
And not without therapeutic value.
Hell yeah, there's lots of therapeutics in a carnival.
Scanlon can do his human bomb act, and I can make a ring toss in occupational therapy.
Myself, I'll be glad to run a ski-low wheel. He step right up, ladies and gentlemen. Try your luck with a bonanza.
I'm rather good at palm reading. Fine. Well, what do you think, Miss Ratched? A carnival here on the ward.
I agree, it might have therapeutic possibilities. But of course it must be discussed in staff before a decision can be reached. Wasn't that your intention, Doctor?
Well, yes, of course. I just thought feeling out some of the patients, but a staff meeting, certainly.
Also, Doctor, I recommend Mr. McMurphy's request for a visitor, as he puts it, a twitch named Candy Star be denied until he has become more familiar with the rules on this board.
Well, Mr. McMurphy showed me his request in my office, and I figured, I mean, well, he'd been here a week already. I signed it.
I see. Very well. Billy Bibbit and his speech problems. Can you recall, Billy, when you first started to have speech difficulties? When did you begin to stutter?
The very first word I said, I stuttered it. Mama. And when I proposed to a girl, I flubbed it. I said, honey, will you marry me? Until she broke out laughing.
Your mother has spoken to me about this girl, Billy. Apparently she was quite a bit beneath you. Was it that which frightened you?
No.
Then what was the matter?
Well, I was in love with her.
Let me quote from your mother, Billy. She was a designing little slut who only wanted to marry my Billy because
No, she was a
Say, I got something to take up.
If you wish to speak, you must first be recognized.
You mean you don't know me?
I know you, but I don't recognize you.
So you got a hell of a problem. Would you like to discuss it?
I wonder if we shouldn't discuss Mr. McMurphy.
In what respect?
I have observed a definite deterioration of discipline since he arrived. Perhaps another form of therapy?
What you got in mind? Hooking me up to your little battery charger?
For your own good, Randall.
Yeah, and a big gizzard.
I must say, nurse, I agree with patient McMurphy. I find him to be quite lucid, quite in touch, and despite his past record, he has exhibited no tendency towards violence. So I must conclude that electroshock treatment is not indicated.
I see. Very well, if there's nothing further.
Oh, I got a little matter I wanted to take up.
Doctor, perhaps you should point out that the purpose of these meetings is therapy and that these petty grievances
Petty?
do not...
You call the World Series petty?
The World Series?
That's right, Doc. Starts Friday, the big games. And when you see, you got this rule about looking at TV only at night. Okay, well, let's change it to afternoon.
For therapeutic reasons?
Therapeutic as all hell.
Or were you hoping perhaps to make bets on the game?
How about it, guys? Don't you want to watch a series? Cheswick, why not? Scanlon?
I don't know, man.
Mr. Scanlon, as I recall, you refused to eat for 3 days until we allowed you to turn the set on at 6 instead of 6:30.
Well, yeah. Well, a man needs to see the news now, don't he? Well, God, they could have blown us clear to hell, and it'd be a week before we knew.
You saying there's anything therapeutic about the news?
Well, maybe they wouldn't blow us up this week.
Atta boy! Let's take a vote. All those in favor, raise your hands. Hey, what is this crap? I thought you guys could vote on stuff like this. Ain't that right, Doc? Okay, come on. Who wants to watch those games? What's the matter with you guys?
3, Mr. McMurphy. Just 3. Not sufficient to change ward policy. Now, if that's settled, may we terminate the meeting?
Yeah, let's terminate the lousy meeting.
Listen, Randall. Some of us have been here a long time, and some of us are going to be here a long time after you're gone. A long time after the World Series is over. Don't you see? Don't you realize
I
that?
don't understand it. I don't understand it! Harding, what's the matter with you? Well, you bunch of gutless wonders. I ought to just leave you to it. Yeah, that's what I ought to do. Just bust on out of here and nail the door shut behind.
Yeah. All right, you're talking so big. Just how would you break it?
40 ways.
Name one.
I'm kidding, huh? There. That thing Billy's sitting on, I just throw it through the mesh window.
I don't recall anything about psychopaths being able to move mountains.
Hell, are you telling me I can't lift that dinky thing?
That dinky thing weighs 1/4 ton. It contains all the electrical equipment for the whole station.
Well, hell yeah, Mac. You try it, you short circuit the controls, blow this hospital into orbit.
Who's willing to lay $5?
This is more foolhardy than your bet against a big nurse.
Come on, you peckerheads, $5. Because nobody's going to tell me I can't do something till I try. Here. All your IOUs from Blackjack. I'll put the whole thing up. Double or nothing.
You're on.
I'll take it.
Stand back, boys. Scaling, get the women and children someplace safe.
You giving up, Mac?
Oh, I'm just warming up. Here comes the real effort.
Mac, no man could lift that thing.
Oh, but I tried. God damn it. I tried. There.
The waterfall. How come I'm hearing it pop up? I hear it. It sounds like in the spring. I see a salmon jump. Smell the snow where the wind is blowing off the peaks. And the tribe up there above the falls. Listen. The way they yell each time they spear a fish. How come, Papa? What's making it come back?
All right, work time. Get moving.
Latrine.
You are supposed to get those fixtures clean.
Well, ma'am, now, they might not be clean enough for some people, but me, I'm planning on it. Yes, sir. Not eating lunch yet.
I think we'd better give you another job.
There you are, buddy. Coming at you. You boys ready to pay off them IOUs?
You haven't won yet, friend.
Oh, does your spearmint lose its flavor on the bedpost? overnight when you wake up in the morning, is it just too hard to fight?
Mr. McMurphy.
Yes.
Visitor.
Woohoo! Candy baby!
Dear McMurphy.
Please identify your visitor.
It's my goddamn mother! Fellas, this is Candy Star.
Hi, boys. How's every little thing? Hey, Pop, what they got you in for?
Rape?
Honey, this is Billy Bibbit. Would you believe he's a virgin?
Oh, did they lock you up for that?
Come over here and talk to me. How's Sandra?
Oh, tied up in. I mean, like, really. She got married.
The
Can
witch?
you picture that? Old Sandy
Woo,
married.
who too?
Oh, you remember Artie from Bibbit? He always used to show up at the parties with some weird thing. A gopher snake or a white rat. Some weird thing like that. Jesus, a real maniac.
Oh, that's okay. There's lots crazier outside.
Oh, you damn McMurphy.
Mr. McMurphy.
Oh, okay.
All right, baby. I mean, they treating you all right.
Oh, hell yes, the grub. Sensational. And the bed they give a man. Hey, why didn't I show it to you?
Why not?
Mr. McMurphy.
Okay. All right. Here? Here. I think she wants to wash. Hey, listen, honey. I got an idea. You're talking about all the old parties and all that. Then I can fix it so we can fling one right here. Maybe you could bring Sandra.
I told you old Sandy got married.
Oh, she still gives parties.
No. Well, yeah. But geez, how'd we get in?
Mr. McMurphy, I'm afraid you'll have to ask your visitor to leave.
Oh, hey, I just got here.
Later, baby. Say goodbye to the fellas.
You damn McMurphy. Later, boys.
Nice kid. Comes from a good family.
You're not really gonna do it, are you?
Why not?
A party here.
That's a scam. Cute trick, huh? How'd you like to bump bellies with that?
My friend, for sheer audacity, that proposition wins the analyst's Oscar.
I plan to fling the greatest brawl ever been flung in a loony bin.
Oh, man, we're gonna have a party!
We? Who the hell said we?
Hey, we're not invited?
Nope.
Why?
Because I'm fed up with you jerks. You know what's going on right now? Right this very minute? Ha ha ha! The World Series. And you dickheads kept me from seeing it.
But Mac, we tried.
Sure, you and Scale and all the rest are too scared to raise your hands.
I'm sorry, Mac, but if the matter weren't already closed...
Was
then...
anything in the rules says you can't vote again?
No, I don't recall.
Okay, then.
If there is.
Don't you gentlemen have work to do?
Sure, but right now we got a special meeting of the Patients' Council.
Called by whom?
Mr. Dale Harding, President.
That's right, Miss Ratched.
For what purpose?
For
the purpose of taking a re-vote on changing TV time to afternoon.
I see.
Okay, boys.
One moment. Do any of you feel, perhaps, that Mr. McMurphy is imposing his personal desires on you? I've been thinking you might be happier if he were moved to another ward.
You can't send him up to disturb just for bringing up a vote.
That's right.
You're certain one more vote will satisfy you?
Well, I just want to see once and for all which of these birds has any guts. Would you have?
Very well. All those in favor of changing television time to the afternoon, raise your hands. One moment, please. The rules call for a unanimous vote.
Unanimous? You mean you want the chief to vote?
All patients present on the ward.
That's how you pull this democratic vote. All the crappy things I
You
ever heard.
seem upset, Mr. McMurphy. I'll have to make a note of that.
Hold on.
The meeting is closed.
Hold on 1 lousy minute. Chief? Chief? Chief, come on out here. Chief? It's now or never. We're men or we're monkeys. We make or we break. Get that hand up now.
Don't be ridiculous. The poor man can't even hear you.
Come on, Chief. Get that hand up and vote.
Nurse Ratched?
Unanimous! Sit down, you gorgeous monster! Best damn seat now!
Better rip!
And he swings around 6 line and the count is 3-2 with a tying run on second base. It's the bottom of the hit and run situation. Here comes the wind up. It's out.
The meeting was closed.
Mag!
You have to now go back to your duties. Did you hear me?
Don't move, Billy. Sit down.
Did you hear me?
Oh, boy! Look at that! It's a hit! Right down the middle!
Run! Run, you mother turkey, run!
There's two! Look out, here comes the throw! No, he missed it. He over 2 seconds.
Oh, keep going, for the love of God! Keep going!
Stop it!
Take another base!
Stop it, I tell you! Go back to your duties! Go back to your duties! This is...
Oh, he dropped the ball!
There it goes.
Into the outfield!
Run, run, run!
Mr. Harding! Mr. Tinkling!
Oh, Nursey, would you mind bringing me a red hot can of beer? Snap the ball! Snap it! Use your elbows! Come on, drive, you puny mother, drive! Bromden! How many times do I have to tell you stand still? It ain't right for the basket to be chasing the ball. Martini! 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 Go, Martini! Hey, Martini! Martini! Hey, George! Martini, there's only 5 guys on a team. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So don't go hallucinating anymore, okay?
Martini!
Hey!
You guys can't be playing basketball in here.
Why not? Oh, don't tell me word policy.
You got it, buddy.
Shucks, just when we have an alumni day coming up. Hi, honey, mind if I take a look at that thing?
No, stay back.
Oh, I swear it won't hurt you. I just want to fuck them all.
Good game. Warren, please take Mr. Buckley down. We do have our little difficulties, don't we? But they'll be worked out. After all, we've got weeks, months, if necessary, years.
You got her on the ropes.
Oh, yeah, she's groggy, man.
All you need is a knockout punch.
I wouldn't have believed it.
What you mean by that?
What, Matt?
That year's dead. Come on, why she act like she's holding aces?
I guess it's because you're committed.
Well, sure I'm committed, but my sentence only got 5 months to run, so. Give me the bit.
Mac, it's not like a jail sentence. In jail, you have a date ahead of you when you know you're going to be set free. But in here, when you're committed...
You mean I'm stuck here till she wants to turn me loose? Hey, and I got as much to lose bugging that old buzzard as you do.
More. I'm voluntary.
The which?
I'm not committed. As a matter of fact, there are very many of us on the board here who are.
You're shitting me. You're shitting me. Billy, you must be committed. Then why? Why? You're just a young kid. Why aren't you out there running around in a convertible cruising for babes? All you guys, why do you stay? You bitch, you gripe, how you can't stand this place, can't stand the big nurse, and here all this time you ain't committed? Oh, jeez, what's the matter with you? Ain't you got any guts?
Sure, that's it. You got the guts. You know, I could get out this afternoon if... Do you think I want to stay here? Sure, I'd like a convertible and a girlfriend, but did you ever have people laughing at you? No, because you're so tough. Well, I'm not tough. Neither's Harley. Neither's Chester. You talk when you stay here because it's the use.
Okay. Why didn't you tell me?
What?
That she could keep me here to my dying day.
Well, I guess it never occurred to us.
What's a load of crap? Oh, now I get it. Now I see why you guys keep coming at me like I'm Jesus Q Christ. It's because I've got everything to lose, and you... Ooh, you bastards con me. Conned by a bunch of wackos.
Mac, believe me, we
To hell with that!
never tried
To hell with you! I got plenty of worries of my own without getting hooked on yours, so quit bugging me. All of you, quit bugging me!
Oh, Mr. McMurphy, what are you planning to do with that?
Planning to use it, ma'am. Planning to scrub them urinals so clean we're going to need to wear dark glasses every time we pee.
Mr. Harvey,
Yes, Miss Ratched?
have you gentlemen been reasoning with Mr. McMurphy?
Yes, Miss Ratched.
And just what did you say?
We explained to him the therapeutic community.
I see. That's just fine, boys.
You all right? So you get up and figured maybe you came out here to scrape off some of that 1,000-year gum. Took away my canteen privileges, so this is all I got. Splitsies? Thank you. That's okay. Hey. Try it again. You're a little rusty. crazy. What I was laughing at? I just caught wise to what you've been doing all these years. Biding your time till you can tell them all.
No, I'd be afraid.
How's that?
I'm not big enough.
Ooh, you are crazy, aren't you? I've been on a few reservations in my life, and you are the biggest damn engine I've ever seen.
My papa was bigger.
Yeah?
He was a full chief, and his name was T.R. Medituna. That means the pine that stands tallest on the mountain. But my mother got twice his size.
You must have had one moose of an old lady.
She wasn't big that way. She wasn't Indian either. She was a town woman. Her name was Bromden.
Oh, I see what you're getting at. When a town woman marries an Indian, that's marrying beneath her, and so your papa had to take her name?
She said she wouldn't be married to no man with a name like T.R. Medituna. It wasn't only her that made him little. Everybody worked on him the way they're working on you.
They who?
The Combine. It wanted us to go live someplace else. It wanted to take away our waterfall. In town, they beat up Papa in the alleys and they cut off his hair. Oh, the Combine's big! He fought it a long time, till my mother made him too little to fight anymore. Then he signed the papers.
What papers?
The ones that gave everything to the government. The village, the falls.
Oh, I remember that. But I heard that the tribe got a whole bunch of money.
That's what the government guy said. Here's a whole big pile of money. And Papa said, what can you pay for the way a man lives? What can you pay for his right to be an Indian? He didn't understand. Neither did the tribe. They stood outside our door holding those checks, asking, what should we do now? Papa couldn't tell him. He was too little, too drunk.
What happened to it?
Kept drinking till he died. They found him in the alley, and they threw dirt in his eyes. The Combine whipped him. It beats everybody. Yes, it does. Oh, they don't bust you outright. They work on you ways you can't even see. They get a hold of you, and they install things. And if you fight them, they put you away someplace and make you stop. Install their filthy machines. I've been talking crazy.
Well, yeah.
Don't make no sense.
Well, as to that, say that.
Shh. You're up.
Canada honkers flying south. It's going to be early winter, Chief. Look, there they go, right across the moon.
Wire, hire, limber, lock. It's an old children's rhyme. My grandmama taught to me.
Oh, Lordy, yes, I remember that. Play it with your hands. Hold out your hands, Chief. Wire, briar, limber, or lock.
3 geese in a flock.
One flew east,
One flew west.
one flew over the cuckoo's nest.
Oh, you teased us. Out you go.
Who swoops down and plucks you out?
McMurphy, are you going to crawfish? I mean, are you going to back down?
Ah, what's the difference?
Are you?
Hey, remember when I tried to lift that thing? Bet you could do it.
No, I'm too little.
don't you give it a try?
I'm not big enough.
How do you know? Ooh, that'd be one sure way to find out. Well, when you're ready, let me make book on it. Would that be a killing?
McMurphy, make me big again.
Well, hell, Chief, looks to me like you've grown half a foot already.
How can I be big if you ain't? How can anybody?
There you go, Chief.
Patients Council meeting, Patients Council meeting.
Underground! Underground! Boom, boom, boom! Every side at 3 o'clock! Every place at 3 o'clock! Bam! 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 Don't you see them? Don't you see them? Bam!
There's
Bam!
nobody there, I see them. Stop it. There's nobody there. Oh, no.
Boys, I've given a great deal of thought to what I'm about to say. I talked it over with the staff, and we all came to the same conclusion. That there should be some form of punishment for the unspeakable behavior of yesterday. Most of you are here because you could not adjust to the outside world. You broke the rules of society. At some time, in your childhood perhaps, you were allowed to get away with that. But when you broke a rule, you knew it. You wanted to be punished. You needed it. But that punishment did not come. That leniency on the part of your parents may have been the germ of your present illness. I remind you of this, hoping that you will understand that it is entirely for your own good that we enforce discipline. Is there any comment? Then I assume you understand me and you agree. You also understand that it is difficult to enforce discipline in these surroundings. After all, what can we do to you? You can't be arrested. You can't be sent to an institution. You're already there. All we can do is take away privileges. And so, after carefully considering the circumstances, we have decided to take away certain privileges which allow which encourage the rebellion to happen. First, for the next 30 days, there will be no viewing of television.
Yeah.
Second, the privilege of playing cards during recreation hours is hereby rescinded.
Excuse me. Is that all?
Not quite. There is one more matter. The behavior of a patient who has been here almost as long as I have. Longer, I believe, than any of you. You know, of course, to whom I refer. Mr. Bromden, long ago, was diagnosed as catatonic. And for that reason, because it was assumed we could not communicate, we gave him up. We forgot poor Mr. Bromden. That was wrong of us. But Mr. Bromden behaved wrongly too. Please don't misunderstand. We are happy to know that Mr. Bromden can be reached, but disappointed to learn that he would conceal it from us. Mr. Bromden should speak to us, don't you? His first contribution to group therapy, and how appropriate if those first words were an apology. An apology for the behavior that made yesterday...
McMurphy!
More quickly. Mr. McMurphy!
There, you're begging for it. Oh, why don't you leave him alone?
Mr. McMurphy, I'm warning you.
Come on, you bastard! I've been waiting for this for a long time. Let's go. Come on, get up, son of a bitch. Come on!
Face. Hey, that look when you threw that old bear hug on him. Oh, come on, Chief. Why don't you laugh right out loud? You got to laugh, especially when things ain't funny. That's a ticket. That's a way to keep yourself in balance. You know something? You're getting bigger. Look at that foot. Size of a flat car. You keep growing that way, pretty soon they're going to have to spring you. There'll be big Chief Bromden cutting down the boulevard, men, women, and kids rocking back on their heels to peer up at him. Well, 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 what giant's this here taking 10 feet at a step and ducking for telephone wires? Comes stomping through town, stops just long enough for virgins, and the rest of you twitches don't even bother lining up.
What's so amusing?
I ain't sure you get the point.
Don't you boys feel sorry for what you did?
Well, I don't guess so, so whatever you're going to do, you get on with it.
Randall, we had a meeting. The staff agreed that it might be beneficial if you were to receive shock therapy, but we won't, provided you are prepared to admit your mistakes.
We got a paper I can sign?
A paper?
Well, sure. That way you can add some things like how I'm part of a plot to overthrow the government, how I think life on your war is the sweetest fucking thing this side of Hawaii.
Randall, we are trying to help you.
Ooh, do I get my pants slit? Gonna shave my head? Don't be scared, Chief. I'm going first. They can't hurt me. They can't hurt you. What's that?
Conducting.
Ooh, anoint my head with conducting. Do I get a crown of thorns?
Papa. Papa.
Don't holler, Chief. Papa. Or if you got to holler, make it guts ball. Add a engine. Oh, I do get a crown.
Guts ball. Guts ball.
Wire, briar, limberlock, 3 geese in a flock. One flew east, one flew west, one flew over the cuckoo's nest.
Clear?
Guts ball!
supreme interest. It concerns patient Randall McMurphy.
Yeah, where you got him? Up and disturbed?
No, Mr. Scanlon, he's in the recovery room and will be back very shortly. This gentleman is a record of Mr. McMurphy's gains in the short time that he has been croupier of his little Monte Carlo here on the ward. How much did you lose, Billy? Mr. Harding? I think you all have some idea of what your personal losses were, but do you know what Mr. McMurphy's winnings come to? According to deposits he has made, over $300. I just thought it would be better if there were no delusions about his motives.
Miss Ratched, he never made any pretense about his motives.
That's right.
He said he was out to take us. Well, and by God, he done it.
Stand back, you pepperheads! Here comes a jam! Old McMurphy, the 10,000-watt psychopath! Howdy, buddy. Howdy, Doc. Miss Ratched. And here, ladies and gentlemen, right here in front of your eyes, the wild man who dotes on high voltage and eats 3 eggs for breakfast each and every morning. Woo! Oh, do continue. Who we tearing up today?
Since you found it so enjoyable, perhaps a few more treatments?
Oh, please! Look at all the good a few measly bolts have done. I bet if we double the charge, I could pick up Channel 8.
No,
Miss Ratched?
I would like to withdraw that suggestion as to further shock.
Oh!
Yes. I think it might be appropriate to consider surgical procedure.
Yeah?
An operation. Quite simple, really. We've had an excellent record in aggressive cases.
Aggressive? Well, ma'am, I'm as friendly as a pup. There's no cause to do any cutting.
Oh, there's no cutting involved, Randall.
Besides, it won't do no good to lop them off. I got another pair at home, big as baseballs.
One moment, Doctor. I should like to return to the subject.
What subject?
The question of surgical procedure for patient McMurphy.
Not warranted except in cases of uncontrollable violence.
He has exhibited violence.
Shall we say there was a certain provocation? No, Miss Ratched, since you brought up this matter in group rather than staff, I shall state my opinion. I do not approve surgical procedures in the absence of recurrent violence.
And if it should recur?
Then we may reconsider. Mr. McMurphy, I would bear that in mind.
Behave yourself, boys.
Oh, do change your mind about them treatments, ma'am. I just adore the little battery charger. Hey, what was that stuff about surgical procedure?
I guess she means a lobotomy.
What's that?
Or you might call it a castration of the brain.
Okay, what's it do to you?
They say that he used to be a really rough character.
Jesus.
Listen, Matt, we've been talking it over, the boys and I. We think you ought to get out of here.
Yeah. That's how we figured out a way. Tonight when it gets dark, I'll set fire to my mattress, and then we raise a holler, and then when the firemen come, they're going to leave the door open, right? And we rush you out.
That's as good as a TV show, and I thank you. But if I were to miss the party,
Party?
you forget.
Holy cow.
You wouldn't want me to miss Billy cashing in his virginity now, huh?
But Matt!
Oh, don't worry. Tonight them windows will be open so I can sashay right on out. Make it a going-away party, huh? Whoa, cool it.
Supper time, gentlemen. Move your feet.
Take vitamins, Billy. I'm winning you, that candy girl.
Oh, Mac.
Oh, don't go bashful on me now. I'm betting you burn that woman down.
That's right. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to burn her down. Yeah.
So you got any bread?
How much?
About $50.
Kenny's laying out for liquor, and there's old Turk will take care of. Hey, what the hell are you looking down your nose like that?
Something was Ratched said.
What'd she say?
How you're always coming out ahead, always winning things.
Winning. Oh, boy. Winning.
Lord help me, I thought you was a snake.
She hear ya?
See who?
Candy.
I don't know nothing about no candy.
Sandy made a deal with ya.
I ain't got the slightest inclination what you talking about.
Don't go away.
I ain't going nowhere. Hey, Turkle, old boy, what's beef? Ain't no beef, so ain't no money change hands neither. There we go. Dead bar and stove. You know, they found out about this, they fired my ass.
Bring a liquor, Turkey.
Yeah?
Bottle of scotch, one of vodka. Which do you want?
Sort of like them both.
Hey, what are we supposed to
Hey,
drink?
you ain't supposed to drink at all.
Any sign?
They're a sign.
God, what an idiot I am. How are we supposed to find the right window in the dark? Turn the lights on.
Hey, now that's dangerous, Miss Ratched.
Oh, come on, Turkey. She's asleep.
Oh, no, shit folk never sleep.
Where's the party?
It's in there.
Hey, give me keys to the window.
I ain't supposed to let that
Oh, gimme. Open the window, huh?
That better be good liquor.
Shh! She walks in beauty!
Well, let her in and let this mad stud at her. Don't go Murphy me, Billy Boy. Did you make it back out now?
You nailed McMurphy.
What's that?
No, it's okay, baby. Hey, what happened to this one?
Oh, well, got the rest right here.
We?
Oh, Lord, I forgot. Sandra's still out there.
Oh, Sandra, baby! Woo! What'd you do with your husband?
That creep.
Jeff and Leslie made that a hoot.
Listen, you can only take so many funsies, like ants in your panties and frogs down your bra. Jesus, what a creep.
Hello, Billy.
Hello.
Oh, never mind.
Ouch!
You okay, baby?
Somebody pinched my ass.
Hey, I gotta find something for us to drink. Jeswick, get me something to mix it in.
Really? Candy girl, this for real? Are you really in an asylum? Tell the truth. Are you really nuts?
Oh, absolutely, madam. We are the psychoceramics, the cracked pots of humanity. Say, would you like me to decipher a Rorschach for you?
Cocktail shaker!
Medication. There we go.
Artificial coloring, citric acid, 60% inert material.
22% alcohol.
Oh, 10% codeine. Warning, maybe habit forming.
Oh, ain't nothing like a good bad habit.
Oh, yeah. Marty. Tincture of Nux vomica.
That'll give it body.
Here's some cups.
We need to cut it a legal bit.
Do you want a blast? Is this really happening?
No, madam. This whole thing is a collaboration between Franz Kafka and Mark Twain.
Bar's over.
Oh. Interesting.
Oh, look, tastes like cough medicine.
Well, yeah.
Excuse me, I got a tinkle.
Ooh. You know, this stuff gives one a feeling of
No more rabbits?
Old friend, you have taught me that mental illness can have an aspect of power. Now, perhaps the more insane a man is, the more powerful he can become.
Well, sure, Hitler.
Rock 'em all!
Wrong way, lady.
No. Keith. How about the seclusion room?
Yeah, the place is one big mattress.
One moment! Should we send these two off without benefit of ceremony? Come, children! Here before me! Mac, would you get Mr. Ruckley? We need a centerpiece.
Mrs. Ruckley, we need a spiritual centerpiece over here.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today in the sight of Freud to celebrate an end to innocence and cheer on its demise. Who stands sponsor for the Benedict?
R.P. McMurphy.
And the bride?
Me.
Very well then. Do you, Candace Starr, take this man to love and to cherish for such brief time as rules and regulations might allow?
I do.
Do you, Bibbit, take this woman to love and to have and to hold till the night shift changes and our revel's end?
He does.
Most merciful God, we ask that you let these two in with your well-known compassion, but keep the door ajar for the rest of us. For this might be our final fling, and we are doomed henceforth to the terrible burden of sanity. But as comes the dawn, we'll surely be lined up against the wall and fired upon by the bullets of Paxil, Prozac, and Thorazine. So, oh my children, send while you may, for tomorrow you will be tranquil. Here comes the bride, here comes the groom, there goes the bride, there goes the groom.
Mr. Ruckley, you did a fine job. Oh, Sandra, baby.
Oh, so damn beautiful.
Mac, we're really gonna miss you.
Oh, why don't you all come on along?
I'll be going soon, but I gotta do it my own way. I gotta sign the papers and call my wife and tell her to pick me up at a certain time. You understand?
Sure, but what is it with you guys?
I mean, what drove us here in the first place? Oh, I don't know. There's plenty of theories, but I do know what drives people like you, strong people, crazy.
Okay, what?
People like us.
Whoa.
It's true, my friend.
Hey, what's happening to the party? Drink up, you mother-loving loonies. This is Big Mac tending bar. When he pours...
Was that you, Chief?
I guess so.
What you doing, declaring war?
My tribe never made war on nobody.
That was a sorry damn tribe.
Maybe that was our mistake. We should have.
in a hurry.
Hey, I don't know about him, but I'm about to drag ass.
Sandy!
You coming back?
Best damn buddies I ever had.
Don't hang around.
You're gonna be okay, because if you ain't, I'm gonna hear about it.
Come on, Mac.
I can hear.
Come on.
Stand still, everyone. Just remain right where you are.
Walk, bud.
Warren, room check. Williams, get this place in order. So, we've had a party. Thrown no doubt by Mr. McMurphy. I wonder, was there some sort of profit in it?
Oh, they're smart, trying to bug me till I blow. Well, shove it, lady, because I'm here.
Where were they?
Exclusion room, on the floor.
William Bibbit. Oh, Billy, I'm so ashamed.
I'm not.
You be silent!
That's it, Billy.
Oh, Billy. A woman like this.
Like what?
A cheap, low painting.
She's not. She's good.
Outward, Billy.
Yeah.
Look at her!
Alone.
Billy, have you thought about how your poor mother is going to take this? She's always been so proud of your decency. You know what this is going to do to her. You know, don't you?
No, you don't.
You don't need to tell her, how could I not?
Don't tell her this.
Billy dear, I have to. I have to tell her that you were found on the floor of the seclusion room with this prostitute. That you and she were...
No, I didn't. I mean, she made me.
I can't believe she pulled you in there forcibly.
It was the others. They made fun of me.
Who, Billy?
They teased me. They call me names.
Who, Billy?
Billy.
It's all right, Billy. No one will hurt you. Now, I want you to go to Dr. Spivey's office. You wait for him there. You'll be needing attention.
That's right, you're not good.
It's all right, Billy. Everything's going to be all right. And you, miss. If you're not out of here in 10 seconds, I will have you jailed as a common prostitute.
Coming back?
Aren't you? There's no reason to stay. You've already plundered these poor sick people of everything they had. So run, Mr. McMurphy.
Get out while we get in school.
Save your own skin, Mr. McMurphy. There's no more profit to be made out of these helpless
Nurse
mentally ill.
Ratched! Oh, God, Nurse Ratched!
Nobody's blaming you, Mac.
That's right. Nobody's blaming you.
He cut his throat. He went into the doctor's desk and he found an instrument and he cut his throat. That poor boy has killed himself. He's in there now in the doctor's chair with his throat cut. I hope you're satisfied. Playing with human lives, gambling with human lives as though you were God. Are you God, Mr. McMurphy? Somehow, I don't think you are God.
No, Mac, it's what she wants.
I think I know.
Come on, Mr. McMurphy, Mr. Big, strong, massive.
Papa, they got to me again. They got the wires on me and they're giving orders. Go right, go left, do this, do that. Sign the papers 20 times and don't step on the grass. Where can I run? How can I get away? Papa, there's no place to hide no more. No place to hide.
Hey, you suckers! Come on. The game is 21. What do? Do you hit or you sit? Come on, Scanlon.
I wasn't paying no mind.
Oh, pay some mind.
Well, gosh, if we only knew where they got them, or what they're doing. It's been almost a week now.
Hey, you know what a guy down at the dining room told me? He said McMurphy knocked down 2 aides and took their keys and escaped.
That sounds like Matt.
What ward was your informant from?
Disturbed.
But somebody told me that they caught him and took him back to the work farm.
Who?
Somebody.
And a loony down in occupational therapy told me that Mac had sprouted wings and he was last seen soaring in circles overhead, defecating on the hospital.
Honest?
Isn't it past your bedtime?
Miss Ratched, what we want to know
Is McMurphy coming back? I think we have a right.
I agree, Mr. Harding. He will be back. Don't you believe me?
Lady, we think you are full of bull.
I assure you, McMurphy will be back. Now I think it's time we were all in bed. Bring him in. That's fine, boys. That's just fine.
What's it say?
McMurphy, Randall Patrick, post-operative prefrontal lobotomy.
So they done it?
Oh, that ain't McMurphy.
No?
Ah, some dummy they rigged up.
You think so?
Hmm? Factory made.
I bet it's right. They done a pretty fair job. Even that busted nose.
They can do noses.
Look, its eyes is open.
All smoked up.
Nobody inside.
How stupid does that old bitch think we are?
Gee, wish McMurphy would come back.
Hey, you remember the time he pinched Miss Ratched on the ass saying he was just trying to stay in touch?
Oh, what about them things you used to write in your logbook? Madam, do you wear a B cup, a C cup, or any cup at all?
Did you remember the time the little nurse?
Oh, the one that wore the cross, yes.
Yeah, she dropped a pill down the front of her uniform and McMurphy tries to help her get it out, and she hollers.
Oh, don't touch me. I'm a Catholic. Catholic.
What the hell is going on? They come in cackling like a pack of geese? How's the best supposed to get any sleep around here? Hi, Chief.
Hey, Chief. Hey, Chief. Chief! Let go! Let go! Oh, Christ Jesus! Wait. I still have the keys. Come on, Chief. You gotta get out of here. Chief, do you hear me? If you're gone, they can't prove anything. Anybody can die post-operative. It happens all the time. We won't tell, but the big nurse, she'll ask questions. She'll look at you and you'll talk.
What should I do?
Beat it!
Out there?
Look, flag a ride on the highway. Head north to Canada. We'll say he was alive after he busted out.
No, I'm afraid.
Chief!
I can't do it. I'm not big enough.
You're as big as you're gonna get!
No, McMurphy said. He says.
Chief, what are you?
McMurphy said.
Oh, Christ, they're gonna come down here with that army!
I done it, Harding!
Okay, Chief. Okay, go. Chief, you are gonna make it out there.
Yeah. I've been away a long time.